I've been long-term testing the new Camry. I'm gonna let you guys know what it's actually like to live with. I'll include a link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get right into it. Under the hood is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder paired to Toyota's 5th gen hybrid system. It puts out 232 horsepower. It's able to get 44 miles per gallon around town, 43 on the highway. I'm trying to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I'd really appreciate it if you'd help out with that. Now, this silver paint on the Camry looks really sharp. Speaking of sharp, the new headlight design is definitely angular. And then this bottom section definitely looks a lot more Lexus-like. And that is something funny about the more high-end Toyotas, is they make them look kind of in between a Toyota and a Lexus. Tire wheel setup is 235 by 40 by 19. And look at that wheel design. It looks like something you'd see like on a Hyundai because they always go for crazy designs, but this is a Toyota. We also have blacked out mirror caps and a blacked out roof too. And I think the contrast on the Camry looks cool, and this is a big car, by the way. Now when it comes to the key fob, we've got our lock and unlock function, the opening for the trunk and the Toyota logo, and on the Camry logo on the back. We have these pull tabs in the trunk to throw down the seats if you want more space. But even without the seats down, the trunk in the Camry is actually pretty spacious. And let's close her up. Got this low profile blacked out spoiler. And the new Camry taillight design also kind of goes with the angular theme. And that sums things up for the exterior. Let's now pop inside. I've got this two-tone on the door with the red and the black. Then the seats in this particular one are bright red. Legroom in the Camry is pretty darn solid. We got a little storage pocket. We got some USB ports and some vents. And then headroom back here, it's not massive, but I do technically fit. We do have keyless entry up front. Again, that two-tone theme continues on the front door panel. Blind spot monitoring with the mirrors, and then you've got all the window switches and everything actually straight out of a Lexus. Front seats, bright red, perforated all down the center. You got your power adjustments on the side with lumbar support. The passenger seat also has power adjustments, but no lumbar. And then this Camry gets the fancy finish on the pedals. And on the left-hand side of the steering wheel, you've got shortcut buttons for like your stability control, the 360 camera, opening the trunk. Start her up. Nice soft touch trim all around the steering wheel, Toyota logo front and center. We've got stuff like our adaptive cruise control and lane centering on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side, you've got volume, voice command controls for the center screen. Traditional stalks in the back and paddle shifters. Now this has Toyota's newest digital gauge cluster. You can customize each side gauge and then the center screen as well. And there's 3 different preset options that you can go through. And this is also where the drive modes will come through as you select the different ones. 360 camera system with this, and it does the cool fill in underneath the vehicle thing too. And then we do have a shortcut bar here on the side. Quick to respond, and this is again Toyota's newest infotainment system they have in all their cars. You still get physical controls for the heated and cooled seats and for the dual zone climate in the Camry. Also this heated steering wheel has a little physical button, but the icon's on the screen. So we got a bunch of USB ports, and then we also have a wireless phone charging pad. Shifter there for the ECVT, and then we've got our drive mode select just behind it with 3 buttons. Here's a closer look at that. You also have an auto hold and EV mode in that area. Soft touch trim on top of the center console, and then good storage space with a 12 volts inside. And yeah, there's piano black trim in this area too. Speaking of piano black, look at that trim piece that extends to the vent. This does also have a panoramic sunroof. So here's our window sticker for this Camry. This one's pretty loaded up. It's an XSE with all-wheel drive. I can see a few options, and yeah, this is about as expensive as it gets, $43,720. Let's see how the Camry performs. Toyota Camry all-wheel drive with the 5th gen hybrid. This is like as good as it gets when it comes to commuter cars. I mean, the Camry's always been that way, right? Everyone buys a Camry if they want something that is efficient, reliable, and spacious for a car. Again, the roof line being tapered off does get in the way of headroom a bit, but overall, this has pretty good space in the back, all things considered. And up front, it's a little bug on me, get out of here. Up front, the space is really good too, for the driver and everything. I mean, there's, again, not a crazy amount of headroom, but you can always put the seat down, and I'd say overall I fit pretty well. Now, when it comes to luxury, I don't think I'd consider the Camry like a full-blown luxury car. There's a few things that make this not so luxury. So first off, you hear quite a bit from the tires. Wind noise is pretty minimal, but yeah, I mean, it's got pretty good insulation, but it's not like Lexus levels of insulation in the cabin. The ride quality is really good though, and this new 5th gen hybrid is just super smooth, super efficient. I I mean, over short drives like what we're doing now, I'm not going to get the best fuel economy, but once you know, take it out for a longer drive or highway commutes, it ends up averaging out to be really, really good. Again, well over 40 miles per gallon. And then some other stuff, I actually really like some of the materials. Again, this feels nice as Lexus, but I like the overall material use in this because it feels like a nice mix of durability plus premium. And I think that's what you want when it comes to a car like this. Is, you know, something that's durable, but then also premium. Now, the tech, right, just like other new Toyotas, I think it's pretty easy to use. I've heard some people tell me that they might be changing up the infotainment system a bit. I don't think they really need to. I think it functions just fine. But yeah, I mean, it's Toyota's modern tech, and I think it's, I mean, I have a 200 Series Land Cruiser, my wife has a 2nd Gen Sequoia, and this stuff feels a lot more fancy. Man, there's some bugs all over me. This stuff feels a lot more fancy than what we have when it comes to the tech, and I'm glad they still give you physical buttons, and then they give you a regular USB port. So for people like me that have stuff that, some stuff is USB-C, some of it's regular USB, it's nice being able to, well, have both ports in the car. So the new Camry's gotten expensive, but you don't have to get it this crazy. You can get, you know, a more baseline with all-wheel drive, and it's still, I mean, again, you're still getting most of the experience. Like with this car, you're paying, like, understand, you're paying for air-conditioned seats, you're paying for this bright red interior, you're paying for the panoramic sunroof, 360 camera. If you don't care about that stuff, and I don't think it's definitely not a necessity, if you don't care about that stuff, you can save yourself thousands of dollars, still get all-wheel drive, still get the same fuel economy, the 5th gen hybrid, the comfort and all of that at a much lower price point, well below $40,000. And at that, I mean, I don't think a Camry can be beat. Honda doesn't have all-wheel drive, and nobody else is really offering a larger hybrid sedan. I mean, Hyundai, again, doesn't have all-wheel drive, but, you know, larger hybrid sedan with Toyota's reliability. So Toyota kind of has a monopoly on this. And, you know, I guess in closing, there's a lot of people that buy SUVs that I think would be better suited for a car like this, because again, in inclement weather, this still has all-wheel drive, so it'll still do fine there. But the other reason why this would be something that would be better suited for them is the size, right? The better fuel economy you can get in this compared to a crossover or an SUV. And then the cost, right? Like a RAV4 hybrid, you have to spend, well, not that much more, but a little bit more. And you're not getting the 5th gen hybrid system in that yet. The new RAV4 should have that, if I remember right. I'll review that another day, of course. But I think you should look into it. I think you should consider cars again, because for a lot of people, cars make a little bit more sense. Let me know your thoughts.